somebody found a role on the Mavericks. Phil Handy.
Yeah.
Your boy Phil, Coach Phil.
OG Phil.
94 feet a game, baby. He's back in the league with the Mavericks, hired by them to be a skills and developmental coach for them. What'd you think of the hire? Obviously, very close ties with Phil and what he's brought to the table. So what'd you think of the hire, Jewell?
No, I mean, honestly, knowing Phil, knowing Kai, knowing where both of them are in their lives, and what they're trying to do beyond just basketball, it just makes sense. Phil has so much insight about the league, and having them draft young players like Cooper and everyone. You kind of need someone to kind of accelerate the process a little bit, and someone who knows. And if he could coach Kai at the age of 20, 21, or 19, if that. And they kind of get him, right. I think he could coach a lot of people, right. And you have good people around. It changes your dynamic in your team, and he knows his stuff. So I'm excited for him because he obviously him coaching us at Unrivaled was new for him, and it was experience for us, and it was a really good time. We both learned a lot. All of us learned a lot. Everyone who had that experience did, and you could see what makes him, right? You can see why Kobe got along with him. You can see why he coached the best players and works with the best players, because he has this different attention to detail, which is huge. And a lot of people don't have that time or the patience to really dive into film the way he does, to dive into, simple ball screen defense or offense. And he does. So I'm excited for him. It's a new beginning. Like I said, I know both of them very well. I'm sure that it just made sense. And I think as you get older and as you kind of experience what, this industry is, you want to be around good people. And I think that's a really good hire. So I'm excited for him, and, go Mavs.
Yeah, I'm excited for him too, honestly. I mean, he takes players and just molds them into something that they don't even see, right?
Yeah.
Someone like Austin Reeves, who took a huge step. Now you're looking at a guy who's going to be making $150 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Credit to Phil Handy in the way he can kind of coach movement and handles and things that you don't really see, right? So was that something that you kind of picked up and learned from him as well?
Oh, for sure. He cares. And that's the thing. I'm very selective with who I train with, who I work out with, for many reasons, because I want to be around people who actually care about me as a person and a basketball player, and he does. And so knowing that, on top of all the X and O's, it makes you want to play harder. It makes you want to sit down and actually talk to your coach and to your person who's trying to help you get better. So knowing that Phil cares about the players that he's around and he wants to do things the right way, it just changes your mindset. He takes the extra time that he needs. If you call him right now, hey, I want to get shots up, or hey, I want to do this, he's like, let's do it. Right. And so he's just excited to learn himself, but also teach. And it's never really about being right. And obviously there's always an ego when you're teaching, the stuff, and that's who you are. But at the end of the day, he wants people to be successful. And that's super awesome. And like I said, the time I work with him, you learn so many things that you didn't know you could probably do. Little hidden tricks here and there. But you never take that knowledge for granted ever, because it's just something that you just don't get, right? So not everyone knows it, and everyone wants to teach it, and everyone wants to share it. So when you have someone like Phil who wants to do that, it just makes sense.
Yeah. And you worked out with him and Kyrie in the summer before, correct?
Yeah.
How are those workouts? Like you see the dribble moves and everything. Just take us through the workout.
Like I said before, Kai's in a bucket of himself because he's just so creative. And it's so natural for him. It's not really him thinking. He's literally just dancing. And I remember when I first started dribbling in general.
That's so crazy.
I was so stiff dribbling. It was they always make fun of me at the warehouse, so suburban, just no street, no nothing, just so stiff, And so when I would start working out with them and Kai, Kai and Phil, and, starting to increase my community, basically, it was you gotta dance, bro. And I could dance, it's not I don't have rhythm. Come on, a serious, we got the beat, we're very closer. We know how to dance, bro. We got rhythm, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was all right, if I don't look at it as ball handling, looking at it as dancing, the rhythm. And then my mindset started to change. I'm like, oh, okay. And so hearing that from Kai, hearing that from Phil, it's like, okay, that makes more sense to me. And so it's tough. Like it's so frustrating because I want to be perfect when I'm trying to train. And then a lot of times when I'm training, I look like a 7th grader. Like I look so bad. Like it's just the ball's flying this way, missed layups, missed shots, all these, like it's just so bad. And then in games, it just like clicks. Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, here it is. And that's just how my mind works. I'm training, but training with them, it's fun because it's like constantly you're getting challenged throughout the whole workout. Like the whole workout, you're just like, what? Like this doesn't even make sense. Like, how do you even do that? Like, I'm thinking I'm traveling. They're like, no, you got an extra step. I'm thinking I'm doing this. It's like, no, it's like,
damn.
Oh my gosh. And so like having that and like enjoying that process of like messing up constantly, like it's pretty much a whole hour of his mistakes. Like, and that's frustrating as a player because you're like, I don't want to make mistakes. Like, I don't want to have the ball run off my foot every 5 minutes, because I can't handle the ball. But throughout those mistakes, like it definitely pays off when you're at the game.